What's up, fable fanatics? Today, we're tackling a classic that's surprisingly relevant to our lives right now. Buckle up, because The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse isn't just a children's story. It's a timeless lesson about perspective, comfort zones, and maybe what home truly means. Let's get into it. Once upon a time, in the quiet countryside, there lived a humble little country mouse. Her days were simple and peaceful, filled with fresh air, green fields, and delicious, if plain food from the land. One sunny day, her cousin from the town came to visit a sleek, well-dressed town mouse who lived in a grand mansion in the city. So this is the countryside, the town mouse said, looking around unimpressed. Come, let's eat. And so the two mice shared a simple meal of wheat stalks and acorns, occasionally sipping cool water from a nearby leaf. He managed a weak smile. "Don't you ever eat cheese, pastries, jelly?" he asked, wrinkling his nose. "I haven't," the country mouse replied honestly. "I've never needed more than this. It keeps me healthy and happy." The town mouse shook his head, unconvinced. That night, the two mice sat close to each other, talking softly until bedtime. The town mouse told stories of the city of grand banquets and soft beds, of bustling markets and candlelight dinners, of cakes and cheeses piled high, and of lights that shone like stars. The country mouse listened, wide-eyed, and the more she heard, the more she wished to see these wonders for herself. All through the night, she dreamed of this exciting life in the city. The next day, full of curiosity, she agreed to visit the town with her cousin. So the two mice set off together, traveling over rivers on fallen logs, across fields and meadows, and over hills and valleys. Finally, in the distance, they saw a huge mansion with towers that touched the clouds. "My home," the town mouse squeaked proudly. "I live right here." He led the country mouse inside and up the grand staircase. Then he showed her to the dining room where the previous night's dinner still lay on the table. There were cakes, cheese, jellies, fruits, and much, much more. "So this is what you eat every day. It's wonderful," the country mouse breathed, her eyes wide with amazement. "I told you," the town mouse said smugly. "Help yourself. There's plenty for us here." And so the two mice feasted until they could eat no more. Then suddenly, just as the country mouse took a bite of a sweet cake, she heard it. Quickly, he whispered to the country mouse, "Hide under the tablecloth, quick." And just as the two mice ran for cover, the door opened and in came the house cat, slinking and stretching. She sniffed at the cloth, but thankfully didn't look further. Then she sauntered out again. Only when she had gone did the two mice dare to creep out from under the table. But then, just as they tiptoed towards the tablecloth, the door swung open once more. This time, it was the servants who bustled in to clear away the remnants of the feast. The country mouse jumped, then turned and saw the house dog lumbering towards them, his tail wagging. "Enough!" she squeaked, grabbing her bag. "I'm going home. You may have your fancy food, but I'd rather eat plain acorns in peace than live in fear like this." And so saying, she hurried out of the house and made her way back to the countryside, where life was simple, peaceful, and safe. Many years later, the country mouse lived on, happy to be far from the dangers of the city. She often reminisced about her adventures, but knew that her simple life was best. The end. Poverty with security is better than plenty in the midst of fear. Be sure to check out another one of our timeless fables.